drunk again?
Yes.
Okay.
So we just got out of Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. What's going on here? I don't know either. Oh, it's like their bottom parts falling. We just got out of Beetlejuice, and it was so much fun. What did you think of it?
I enjoyed it. I thought it. I liked the story. I liked the way. I don't know, like
Everything comes together.
all the relationships, like seeing like how they would have been, like Jenna Ortega being the daughter or whatever, and it's I guess a typical teen daughter, and like she was a teen in the first movie, and then the mom's kind of like, yeah, like this is kind of how you were too. Like it's like it's no big deal.
Surprise.
Like you just you'll like they'll outgrow it, they'll get over it, or blah blah blah. And Beetlejuice being around still. I kind of wish they would have said a little more why you like what kind of happened in between all this time. I don't know if I missed it or what, but they just kind of popped up and showed up and like, or at least like still in the afterlife area. But I kind of wish like I don't know what his regular job was even back then. Is that still the same thing he had to do?
It does have. Yeah. Did you fall asleep?
No, I don't. I think I just missed it because I didn't fall asleep till later. Unless he said it later.
No, they said what his job was like when he was alive, and then it just kind of carries over into his death, his personality.
What was it?
A grave robber?
Yeah, I saw. Okay, I thought it, but that's not what he was doing. Like at the like.
No,
the
he's
whole...
just a crook.
Oh, okay. But then, how did he sound like so official? Like when the other guy was like talking to him or whatever, it almost seems like he had an actual job over there, like behind a desk and blah blah blah. Like.
Maybe he did. I know that in this one he ends up. It was so fun.
Yeah, I guess I was.
The music was great.
Yeah, still by Danny Elfman. And I was curious about the graphics because the old ones look very claymation like and whatever.
They did such a good job.
Yeah, and so I thought like the new graphics are gonna be like too clean or whatever. Like like sometimes like I guess like with Star Wars, however that happens.
Right.
But it's almost like they held it back on this to make it look like kind of cheesy, like the 80s one. So I thought that was cool. Like they didn't update them in a way like it looked cleaner or whatever, but like it still looked kind of jittery or whatever, like kind of claymation like or whatever.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
It's such a perfect like spooky season. For months, I guess.
Yeah, I did enjoy the scenery or the setting of it. Like it is like right around Halloween. I love the
and the writing is still so good. So we just watched Beetlejuice, the first one, to catch up and just whatever. And the writing was so good in that movie. Like the characters are so intelligent and smart. Like what they say, their lines and stuff. And this the same. The lines were so perfect. Did you figure out that one part when I had told you?
What exactly?
Ooh, it's too big of a spoiler, though. We can't talk about it.
Okay.
But did you figure out
I did figure out because they didn't show part of it, so I was like, okay, there's something up here. Yeah, and then we were saying that they didn't show I don't think this is a spoiler. I thought this was addressed that they didn't. The Maitlands, the original ones from the original movie, which was Alec Baldwin and I forgot the other actress's name. But that they didn't include them. I don't know what I know it had been addressed. I thought I saw articles on it, but I kind of figured it was because they wouldn't have aged. Like usually, like they should have stayed the same age if they were dead in the original one, and so now if they're they would have aged, and then like it would have been weird to try to
incorporate.
But then since like Lydia and her mom weren't were alive. They makes sense that they would have aged, which is why they kept them around. So I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense.
I loved the story.
They did address it a little bit, and
I think that it actually helped clear up a whole lot of questions, I guess, from the first Beetlejuice. When you're like, what about this and what about that? Like, it answers all of it, and that's a lot of fun too.
Missed also. Actually, not missed, but I don't know if the original actor for her dad is dead or not. Like if because they didn't show the actor, but he was around as a character.
Oh,
you know
I don't know
mean?
if he's
like if
dead,
the actor is,
or if
he just declined it, or what. But like the character's still around, but the actor never came out. So I was like, okay, interesting. That was pretty much it. And I like the way they did that too. It was like a little claymation intro recap thing or whatever else.
Yeah, it was very Beetlejuicy.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And very Tim Burton. Like also looked very like.
No, it was like exactly
James of the Giant Peach or something.
I think I'm biased, but I don't think I saw anything wrong with the movie.
No.
I'm sure there was something missing or something, but it was so great.
You know what I was super impressed with was they have a whole like possession scene again, or like where he possesses people to dance and whatever, like in the original dinner scene. But they all did so well in being like
acting. Their characters, like just staying true.
Yeah, I guess even like the original, how like they're going along with it, but it's like it's not in their control kind of deal. So they're like making movements that like they're not in control of, but they still are going along with it. So it's like
fighting it.
Yeah, and I think the priest did the best, like his mouth movements and stuff, but the eyes were doing like the eyes showed he didn't like I'm not doing this by my own will, but the mouth was totally going along with with what the music was doing. I was like, dang, that's pretty crazy.
I really liked it. I kind of like that it tricks you. Also, there's a lot of little trickery at the end, and it's kind of like, what? So what do you mean? And I love that feeling of uncertainty in the movie.
I wasn't completely sold on Monica Bellucci's characters. Like, I like for the story, it kind of makes sense, like why she's around, but I don't think she was around enough, or even like once like that resolution kind of came about, it was very short and whatever. It's like, okay, that kind of was short-lived, I guess.
Yeah.
But I liked.
They could have written a little more for her. Maybe you're right.
I liked how they set up Jenna Ortega's character with like her issue that she's dealing with in the movie, and the resolution, and like why she falls into.
But you know what? In the original Beetlejuice, they had asked Beetlejuice if he had been married, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that one, she didn't mean much to me."
I don't remember
and I remember that, and I was like, that means he was married before, and so then you end up. Oh man, yeah, no, it was good. But you're right, they could have added more for her because she was a cool character. Yeah,
she was, and like I thought, like as it went on, I thought there was gonna be a bigger climax between.
I do like the surprise. There's a surprise guest in there too.
The one at the beginning-ish? Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
I'm drinking. More than that. No, you know what though? I do think that it's like a go to the theater and kind of see it thing, because like I love the way it looked.
Yeah.
On the big screen.
It was cool.
And I'm sure it's gonna look amazing on like on smaller TVs, but still, like I don't know. To me, it's like I was anticipating this movie because it's like the kickoff to spooky season, and I'm like a huge fan of it. Of spooky season.
I felt like it delivered.
And absolutely, I'm
excited for other stuff too. That Joker, I'm so excited for that one.
There weren't a lot of really great previews.
And then Wicked they showed.
Wicked.
And I think that was missing.
I guess I had already seen them.
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube.
But I still like. seen it again. And seeing it on the big screen is still different.
It is.
Well,
I already read reviews on that. Ooh. No. Go and watch it if you like spooky season, Halloweeny, fun, ridiculous stuff.
sure.
Yeah.